Hello, everyone. Welcome to this monthly gift energy pull, energy meditation. Let me just check if we're live on the Dance to Wellness group. Yes, we are. Great. Okay, welcome, everyone. This is my monthly gift to you in the Dance to Wellness group and to my YouTube subscribers. Hi. This month's topic is back to wholeness with body, earth, and water. So today we're going to play with getting back into communion with our body first and then with the earth. And in particular, we're going to play with the energy of the water today and the water spirits. So a lot of you know I love talking to nature spirits. I love playing with nature spirits. I love playing with the earth. And I love playing with the spirits of the earth. So I am going to be exploring more over the next 7 days, talking with the nature spirits and talking with the spirits of the earth. So today I wanted to give you a little taste of that. We're going to do some journaling. So if you want to grab a pen and a paper, a pen and journal, you can. I'm going to give us some questions that we can start. Journaling, writing is very powerful because when you actually write out what you're asking for, or you write out what you're looking at, or you write down things you want to let go of, it actually reinforces what you're writing out. So there's a power to it. So we will do some journaling today. And then also, I'm just shuffling. I have these, they're called the Faery Forest cards. So I'm just shuffling right now. I'm going to pull a card for all of us, for the group today, for the energy of today. And then we're going to journal a little bit, and then I'm going to bring you through like an energy meditation. So, okay, today's card is the Weaver, Fate, Destiny. And let me read what the card says, and then we'll get started. You have inherited aspects of your family's honor. The actions of your ancestors have had a ripple effect on your life, and you've worked through some of this impact with strength and mobility. There may be more work for you to do yet. You've free will, and you also have a destiny, and the two dance together and form a pattern that is unique to you. Every action has an impact. Every choice will create the results that are impossible to see now. So consider the choices before you and choose what is the highest good for all, what is most honorable and beyond the personal. So ask no person to give up their personal honor to further your own ambitions. Choose well. You are now weaving the world that was, weaving the present moment, and weaving the world that shall be. What happens to one of us in our country, town, family happens to us all. Okay, I love this because today's topic is back to wholeness. Back to wholeness with me, with my body, and with the earth. And if I'm not whole with me, then the world can't be whole. So it's like if one of us is not whole, none of us is whole. So it begins with us, and then it starts to go out into the world. So if one of us is separate, then we're all separate. It's like it's back to wholeness with me, but then back to wholeness with us. And so the journey begins with me. And then the more whole I become, the more that starts to ripple out into the world. So lately, how the wholeness is coming up for me is like actually in everything. It's how I'm living my life. It's the foods I'm eating. It's the products I'm using on my face or in my body. It's do I have integrity in what I'm doing in my work? Can I stand behind it? Am I proud of it? How am I letting myself be treated in my relationships? Do I honor me, and do other people honor me? Or am I being treated with dishonor? And then do I dishonor myself? How do I let people talk to me? Do I gaslight myself? Do I allow other people to gaslight me? So it's all coming back to how I treat me, and then how I allow others to treat me. How do I feed me? Am I feeding myself with rich, healthy, whole foods that come from the earth? Or am I just eating on the go and eating on the fly and not having regard for my body? Who are the people I'm allowing? Who are the people I have around me? Are they kind? Are they caring? Do they actually have regard for me, or do they disregard me? So it's really back to like, how do I want to live my life? Am I living it in a whole way, in a way where everything's included? Have I just, like, how many times we go, okay, this is my thing, this is the energy work I do, or this is the movement I do, or this is the people I hang around with, and we separate from the world. And one of the things I talked to a friend recently was about how she had been doing ecstatic dance for years, and that's all she's been doing, and now it's taking a toll on her body. But it's like, you're actually not supposed to do the same movement over and over. You're actually supposed to have like a variety of movements. So it's like, I used to make myself wrong because I didn't do ecstatic dance every day. I did it when I felt more like, oh, I really want to ecstatic dance. Recently, though, I noticed how I was doing hot yoga for years in Florida. I've been doing hot yoga a couple of times a week, and my body got very lean, and it didn't actually get strong. Like, it was strong one way, but in all those other ways it wasn't. So doing the same exercise every week doesn't actually lead to wholeness. It actually can start to damage your body. So where have you made like this one thing your only thing? And so if we are to go back to wholeness, includes everything. Everything's included. All movement, all different types of food, all different types of people, all different ways of being is included. So for me, back to wholeness is really looking at, what have I excluded from my life? What have I decided my thing is that doesn't allow me to receive from other things? And we have sometimes a kind of obsessive nature, and so we get very obsessed about one thing. And is that healthy? And that's what we have to look at. What is coming back to wholeness for me? So every act vibrates throughout the universe and on this great energetic web. And we are in every moment, with every word, thought, and deed, contributing to this great grid of energy. So everything in the world, every single thing in the world, seen or unseen, is connected and can have influence on the other in an infinite series of variations and patterns. So your choices, what you choose, your actions, your thoughts, and your words are important. They are all contributing to the whole. They're contributing to this whole universe. So that's where back to wholeness with me is vital for the thrival of the earth and this planet. How am I treating me? How am I acting with me? How am I speaking to me? How am I feeding me? How am I treating me? That is what contributes to the whole. Okay, so with that, let's ask some questions. And you can write these out if you want, and I'll give you like a minute just to like percolate on them and see what comes up, and then write whatever awareness comes to you, whatever thought comes to you, whatever comes into your mind first. Just write it down. So first of all, I just want you to kind of get present with your body and take an inhale. Relax down into your body. Okay, take another inhale. And now, what is not whole in you at present? What feels incomplete in you? Or what feels not whole in you or in your life at the moment? Write down the first three things that come into your head. Okay. What feels separate in your world? So, is there anything in your world right now? Could be your personal world, like your internal world. It could be your external world that feels very separate. Like you feel it feels disconnected to the wholeness, to the oneness. And write down the first three things that come into your head. So, what feels disconnected from wholeness or oneness in your world right now? Okay, next question. What would bring you back to wholeness? So ask that. What would bring you back to wholeness right now? For me, I just got more communion with the earth and more play with the earth. And I also got changing some of the foods I'm eating. So just some of the things that might come up. What would bring you back to wholeness? Thank you, Nadia. Okay, so now we're going to tap into the energy of the water. So take a moment, take a deep inhale. I want you to tap down into all the waters across the earth, all the oceans, all the seas, all the rivers, all the lakes, all the bodies of water. And now tap into your body of water. What is asking to be cleansed? So, in your life right now, what is asking to be cleansed? In your life, either internal, inside you, or outside of you, what is asking to be cleansed? Okay, now water is an emblem for emotions. And emotions are always changing and they're always mutable. So, what is the water showing you? In what is the element of water and all the spirits of the water showing you right now? And showing your body. What needs to die, either internally or externally in your world at the moment? And again, write the three first things that come into your mind. What needs to die? And it could be a thought, it could be a judgment, it could be a relationship, like it could be anything. So, what are the three things that need to die in your world or your external world or your internal world right now? What is asking to be rebirthed in you? So, with every death, there's a rebirth. So, what is asking to be rebirthed in you? And now, if your body is made up of mostly water, what can you begin to allow to dissolve from your body? And water allows us to grieve our loss. So, is there something you still haven't grieved? What in your world have you still not grieved? So, can you begin to allow what you have unresolved in you, what you still haven't grieved, to be absolved into the water? Where are you holding that grief? Where in your body? And what can support you in cleansing and detoxing that now? What will support you in absolving and purifying you, purifying your body? What can you release into the great oceans? What old hurts have you been holding on to that you can begin to release into the great water? What regrets can you begin to release into the great water, into the great oceans? Is there any damaging memory that you've been holding on to that you can begin to release into the great oceans? And what judgment or what self limiting behavior can you begin to release? Now, you can take these hurts, regrets, these self limiting behaviors, write them on a piece of paper, which you might have already done. You can get the piece of paper and you can, right now, you can do this energetically, or if you want, you can physically get a bowl of water and release, put the paper into the water, or you can just right now energetically release these regrets, these pains, these judgments into the water. Whew. Release them out of your body and allow them be purified by the power of water. Whew. And then maybe today or tomorrow, you could put yourself in a body of water. It could be a bath with Epsom salts. It could be the ocean. Go for a swim in the lake. Get yourself in a body of water and start to release these regrets, these sadnesses, these griefs, these unresolved griefs. And let the energy transform and transmute. Ooh. Okay. And maybe drink more water today as well. So I'm going to do a little meditation now with you to finish off. So take a breath. Become present with your breath. And just noticing as you're inhaling into your body, the rise on your inhale. And as you exhale, calming your nervous system. Are your breaths deep or shallow? Is the rhythm of your breath quick or slow, or in between? So just be with your breath. Notice its rhythm. And now notice the rhythm of the sea, of the oceans. And now you're walking along the beach. You're walking in the sand. And you walk towards the ocean. You walk deep into the ocean. You swim gently out into the sea. And you start to go deeper, much deeper, down through the clear water. And you start to become aware of all the spirits of the water. And what spirit of the water do you know that knows you, that can show up today for you in this meditation? So calling that spirit of the water that's here for you personally today to you. What kind of shape is the spirit? Is it she or a he or something else? What colors do you see? What energies do you perceive? What do you perceive in your body when you tap into this spirit of the water that's here for you today? Is this spirit of the water moving around you? How is this spirit of the water communicating with you? Does this spirit of the water have something to tell you or show you? If you could ask your heart a question, what would it be? So go deep into your heart's deepest desires, as deep as the ocean. Take a moment and find the question your heart would like to ask. Take a moment and now allow your heart to ask the spirit of the water this question. Ask the question and then pause and listen to how the spirit of the water communicates with you. It may be in words, it may be in images, it may be in energy. Now, the spirit of the water has a gift for you. Open your hands and receive the gift from the spirit of the oceans. Thank the spirit of the water for being here with you today. Knowing you can come back to the spirit and to the water whenever you choose. Come back from the ocean now, walking out of the deep waters, back into this room, back into your body. And now, what can you choose that would allow you to start having your heart's deepest desires as your life now? Okay, guys. I hope you got something from that. That is a little taste of the journey we may be going on for the next 7 days. That's starting tomorrow. We're going to have 7 days of talking to the nature spirits. And so for me, the nature spirits are the spirits of the earth that you find deep in the earth and in the trees and in the forest trees. The spirits of the water you find in the oceans. The spirits of the fire that you find in the fire, and the spirits of the air. So we'll be playing with all the different nature spirits over the next 7 days. We'll be journaling, asking questions, communing with them, and pulling energy, playing with energy, getting clear on what we truly desire and how we can actually work with the earth and with our bodies to create that. So if you want to join, I'll post the link here. And thank you for being here today. I hope you got something out of this. If you had a question, I saw someone had a question above about something that was unrelated to what I was talking about today. You can always private message me. You can find me on Facebook, on Messenger, or on WhatsApp. And I'll do my best to answer your question over messages. Sometimes questions require more than a message, so I'll gift you what I can. And also, if it's a more complicated manner, sometimes something else is required. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking this journey back to wholeness with you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.